all, welcome to Coding Sahai. I'm Reshma R. So we started discussing the programs using loops in Python. So in this video we are going to do some programs using nested loops. That is, we are going to do how to print patterns using nested loops. So let's begin. So before we start, if you are new to my channel, please do subscribe to my channel and share the videos. So let's begin. So print the following pattern. See, here we have some different patterns here. So we need to print it using Python programming language. So here the first one is star, then in the second line 2 stars are there, then 3 stars, 4 star. So if you have any pattern like questions, we have to do this one using nested loop. Okay, so let's see how to do this program. So we can give the command pattern printing. See, our pattern is like this. We have 1 star, then in the second line 2 stars are there. In the third line we have 3 stars, then fourth line 4 stars. So this is the way we are going to print the stars. So in the first line it is 1. Okay, in the second line 2 stars are there, then 3. So when the rows are increasing, according to that the columns are also increasing. See here, this is the first row, so 1 column, second row 2 columns, third row 3 columns. So like that it is increasing. Okay, so here one loop is to represent the number of rows and next one is to print the stars. Okay, so let's see how to write this program. See, here you can specify the number of rows, how many rows you want to print as a pattern, or you can specify it before itself, like n equal to 4 I am giving. That means 4 rows it is going to be printed. Then I am giving the first loop for I in range of 1, n plus 1. This loop is going to execute from 1 to 4. That means 4 times it is going to execute. So in this 4 times, what we have to do? We have to print the stars in each row. So 1 star in 1 row. So for that we can give for j in range of 1, I plus 1. See here, the row number, if it is 1, then 1 star should be printed. If it is 2 stars should be printed. So here I am giving the range for j according to that. That is, j starts from 1, then I plus 1. So if I is 1, then 1 plus 1, 2. So only 1 star is going to print here. Okay, let me write the print statement here. Print. Then we need to print star here. So I am giving star in single quotes. End equal to, I am giving a space. Then after coming out of the loop, I am giving a simple print statement here. This is the program to print the star pattern which I showed you in the question. So let me execute the program and after that I'll explain how these steps are working. So save and run it. See here, you are getting the pattern like this. So let me explain the logic. Okay, here I have given n equal to 4. That means we have 4 rows. We are going to print the stars in 4 rows. Okay. For I in range of 1, n plus 1. That means I is in range of 1 to 5. 5 is not included. That means 1 to 4. Okay. Then what is the initial value of I? The initial value of I is 1. Now coming inside here, j in range of 1, I plus 1. So that means j in range of 1 to 2. 2 is not included. That means only one time this loop is going to execute for this time. Okay. So what's the initial value of j? J equal to 1. Okay. Here it is printing. Print star. So wherever you have that print statement, there you are getting the output, right? So here print star. So this star will be printed here. Then end equal to space. That means after the star it is taking a space. Okay. Then again it is going back. Whether this print will be executed? No. This print is under our outer loop, not inside our inner loop. It's going back and j is 2 now and j is in 1 to 2. Is it satisfying? J is not in this range, so this part won't be executed. So it's coming out of this inner loop and executing this print statement. So what is the simple print statement here? There are no parameters inside your print statement. That means it is working as a slash and that is new line character. You know, every print statement is terminated by a new line character. So print, if you give, simply it goes to the next line. So your cursor will be in the next line. Then again going back, it's going back to the outer loop. And here for I in range of 1 comma n plus 1. So now the value of I will be 2 and it is in range 1 to 4. Okay. Again it's coming inside for j in range of 1 comma I plus 1. See, we already executed one time that for loop, inner for loop. So that is completed and we are out of the loop and again we are coming inside. Okay, so that time it is restarting. This loop is restarting. It is actually as a new loop it is working. Okay, so now j in range of 1 comma I plus 1. So that means j has now the value from 1 to I plus 1. I is 2, 2 plus 1, 3. So 1 to 3, that means 1 to 2 and j is initialized as 1. Okay, so j is initialized as 1. Then coming inside our loop and it is printing star. So print star. So what will be printed? 1 star will be printed there and end statement. So your cursor will be there in the next position. Then again going back, j is now 2 and coming inside and printing the second star here. Then again going back, now j is 3, that means it is not in this range. So it is coming out of the loop and executing this print statement. That means your cursor will be there in the next line. It is going back to the outer loop. So for I in range of 1 comma n plus 1, that means I is now incremented by 1, that is 3. 3 is in this range 1 to 5. So again coming inside, now j is in the range 1 to 3 plus 1. That means 1 to 3 it is going to work. So the initial value of j is 1. Coming inside, the star will be printed there, thus taking a space. Then going back, j equal to 2. Then the next star will be printed. Then j equal to 3. Another star will be printed. Then it comes out of the loop and executing this print statement. That means the cursor is going to the next line. Then again going back and I is now 4. So again coming inside, now j equal to 1 to 5. That means it is going to execute from 1 to 4. 1 and 4 are included. Right. Then j is initialized as 1. So coming inside our loop and printing this star, taking a space. Then j equal to 2. Then again printing the second star. Then j equal to 3. Printing the third star. J equal to 4, printing the fourth star. J is 5. So whether J is in this range 1 to 5? No, it is not in that range. So coming out and this print statement will be executed. Then again going back, I is now 5. Whether it is in this range 1 to 5? No. So it is coming out of the loop. See, is there any line after this for loop? No. So you will get the pattern like this. So this is the working of this pattern. See, here we have these stars. So same way we have another pattern here. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? This is also same, but here we are printing the values instead of stars. Okay, see, in the same program, make a small change, then you will get the pattern which I showed you. Okay, so what is the change we have to make here? Instead of star, we need to print the values. So what value should be printed? See, when I explained this loop, that time I explained what is the value of I and j, right? When I equal to 1, then j equal to 1, then I equal to 2, then j equal to 1 and 2, right? Then I equal to 3, j equal to 1, 2, 3. So like this, the value of j is changing, isn't it? If you are printing j instead of star, then whether we'll get that similar pattern. So let's try it. So here I'm giving J. Let me save it and run it again. Okay, see here 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. It is printing properly. Here, you know, in this program, our J is printing the values. Okay, so here we can say I is for the rows and J is for the columns. So let's do the next pattern. So third pattern, it is Floyd's triangle. So in Floyd's triangle, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. See, in this pattern, it is 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So here actually it is continuous numbers but the same pattern. So how can we do this? See, in this program, if you are making a small change, you will get the pattern like this. So how can we do that? Here, you know, the J is printing that 1, 1, 2, all those values. So to move to each column, we can use J, but for printing, we can take another variable. So here, I am giving a variable D equal to 1. Then here I am changing J with D. Then I am giving a statement here, D equal to D plus 1. So D equal to D plus 1. Let me execute the program and after that I'll explain it. See here, you can see the Floyd's triangle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so what change I made here? This pattern is going to be printed for 4 rows. Then I'm giving a variable D equal to 1. So here D equal to 1, then for I in range of 1, comma n plus 1, that means I is going to be executed from 1 to 4 plus 1, that is 5, that means 1 and 4 are included. After that it coming inside, and for J in range of 1, comma I plus 1, that means J is in this range 1 to I plus 1. What is the initial value 5? The initial value 5 is 1, so 1 plus 1, 2, that means here 2 is not included. J is going to be executed for 1 time. Okay, then we have print D. That means the value of D we are going to print here. So what is the value of D? It is 1. So that will be printed and taking a space. D equal to D plus 1. So what is the value of D now? It is 2. 1 plus 1, 2. Then it is going back for J in range of. So that time J is not in this range. J is now 2. So 2 is not in that range. So coming out of the loop and this print statement will be executed. That is, we are in the next line. Then going back, I is next value, that is I is equal to 2 and which is in this range 1 to 4. Then coming inside, J is in the range 1 to 2 plus 1, that is 1 to 3. 3 is not included, so it is going to execute for 1 and 2. Okay, so now the value of J is 1. Then it is printing D. What is the last value of D? The last value of D is 2, so that 2 is printed here. Then taking a space here, D is incrementing by 1. So what is the value of D? It is 3 now. Then again J has the next value, it is 2. So it is in this range, and again coming inside print D. What is the value of D? The value of D is 3. So that 3 will be printed here and taking a space. Then D equal to D plus 1. That means D is now 4. Okay. Then J is 3. It is not in this range. So coming out of this inner loop and this print statement will be executed. Then going back, I is incrementing. So now the value of I is 3. Then coming inside, J is in range of 1 to 4. 1 is included. So it will be executed from 1 to 3. So the initial value of J is 1. Then print D. What is the value of D? The last value of D is 4. So that 4 will be printed. Then D is incrementing by 1. That means D is equal to 5. And again going back, J equal to 2. Then that D will be printed. Then D is incrementing by 1. That is 6. Then going back, J equal to 3. Then printing the value of D, that is 6, it will be printed. Now D equal to D plus 1, that means D equal to 7. J is now 4, J is not in this range, so this print statement will be executed. Then going back, now I is 4, so it is in this range and coming inside our J is in range 1 to 4. So J gets the value 1. That time it is printing the value of D, that is 7. D is incremented, that is D equal to now 8. Then J equal to 2, then printing this 8 here, then D is incrementing by 1, that is 9, then J is 3, 9 will be printed and D equal to 10 now. J is 4, printing this value of D, that is 10, then D is incrementing by 1, that is 11. Now going back, now the value of J is 5, so it is not in this range. So it's coming out and this print statement will be executed. Then again going back, the value of I is now 5, it is not in this range. So our loop is finished here. So by that time we got the pattern 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's do the next question. So our next pattern is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1. So this is actually the reverse of this pattern, right? So in this program itself I am making the changes. Here actually we have the pattern like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, then 1, 2, 3, then 1, 2, then 1, isn't it? Actually we have 4 columns in the first row, right? So here it is in reverse order. We executed it from 1 to n plus 1. So it is from n to 1 we need to execute, isn't it? So here we don't need this D because we are going to print the value of J itself. So this is I'm deleting, and here this print statement also we need to change, that I'll do it later, but this D equal to D plus 1 is also not required. Okay, so what are the changes we can make here? See here the row starts from n. The loop is from n till where we need to execute it, till 1. So that means you can give here 0. Then you have to give the step value because it is in reverse order, right? So we have to give -1 here. Okay. Then for J in range of 1, I plus 1. So whether we need to make any change here, the value of I is 4 actually. So in the first row we need to print 4 columns, and the value of J only we are going to print here. So whether we need to make any change here, let's print the output. After that we will come to know whether we have to make any change or not. So here I'm changing this D and I'm giving J here because J is going to print this 1, 2, 3, 4. So let me save the program and run it again. See here you can see the pattern. It is printing in the reverse order: 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1. Okay. See here what change I made here. Here only this outer loop I changed. Actually outer loop I need to print. That is in the first row we need to print 4 columns, isn't it? So that's why it is printing in the reverse order. See here the loop I is in range of n to 0. That means n is 4, 4 to 0, 0 is not included. That means 4 to 1 it is going to be printed. Then we have J is in the same range, 1 to I plus 1. Now actually J is in the range 1 to I plus 1. That means the initial value of I is 4. So 4 plus 1, that means it is going to execute from 1 to 4. In the first time of execution, the J will be executed for 4 times. That's why we are getting the values 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So it is also same as our previous programs, only change the outer loop is in the reverse order. So after executing this 1, 2, 3, 4, the I will be 3. Then J will be from 1 to 3. That means it is printing from 1 to 3. Then I is 2. That time J is 1 and 2. That means it will be printed as 1, 2. I is 1. So J is also 1. So it is printing 1. Okay. So like that it will be printed. So we discussed some of the programs using nested loops in Python. So hope you are clear with the idea of nested loops. So if you have any doubts or suggestions, please feel free to comment. Thank you for watching.